I didn't a little bit.
Hey.
There we go. Yeah, just like the performance last week at Aston Villa, a bit of a mess.
A bit of a stumble, didn't we? Look.
Exactly. But welcome to the match preview. We've got Mark, the second Mark. Well, yeah,
Second Mark.
The less handsome of the two Marks. Shall we put in?
That's fair.
And obviously the regular fixture, seems we just can't get rid of him, Michael.
I'm just glad I'm not called Mark because I would have come third there, so thank you.
So what we're going to do is, this is a guaranteed one where it will be quite a short video. And that's, this is not one that we'll say, it'll be short and it'll go on for a while. This will be short.
We're working with a deadline.
Exactly. Now we are obviously going to look at Spurs first under their new management of was it Christian Stellini?
Stellini.
The man who got sent off for just standing on the touchline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor lad.
And if you're going to get sent off, at least headbutt a player,
Yeah, exactly. Do something, dramatic.
Do a Pardew with anything, come on.
Yeah, exactly.
Or push the line out, Yeah. Well, you've got to do something. But what we're just going to do is we are just going to have a quick look, and we're going to look at the form because this is the last 4 games, and you look at it and you go, yes, we lost to Aston Villa, but we'd won the other 3. Spurs have only won 1 in the last 4.
Yeah.
And
there's a big asterisk next to that win as well.
Yeah.
Because
I will also admit there is an error on that because the Saints 3-3 was away rather than at home.
Yeah.
Right.
But this graphic was done in a away
haste.
A correction on that one, so it just shows that the last 2 away games they haven't won.
Yeah.
So I think the away form for Spurs isn't as probably favourable as the home form. Like I said, you've got an asterisk against the win, yeah. And like I said, you probably could have been an even more comfortable because I actually don't think the second goal from Spurs against Bournemouth should have stood.
Yeah,
because I think Harry Kane's in an offside position, but that's by the by. I'm wanting to look at the Villa performance as a good thing in the fact that it might have just been like the wake up call that was needed to get us back into
completely agree with that. Yeah.
And this is the thing which I'm also going to look at is you look at last season when we played, I think 3 away games, was it Southampton, Chelsea, and then Everton, and the Everton game were lost. Yeah. I think sometimes, when you're playing on the back of 3 away games and that, it can sometimes take its toll, but it can also be that wake up call. And I think it probably will be, because I don't think the players, especially at home, at St. James's, which I hope will be a noisy St. James's.
Yeah, Eddie's asked for that, hasn't he? So
he has, and you can't let Eddie down. Yeah,
no, absolutely not.
What Eddie wants, Eddie gets.
Yeah,
darn tootin'.
Exactly, and it's what the players deserve. It's in our hands. This is the fact: is where we finish is in our hands. So why not use these home games? Yeah,
absolutely.
Let's try and put some space between us and Spurs. If we can. Then use, obviously the Brighton game's our game in hand, that's a one, which you're looking at that, again, most of them on TV.
Yeah, box office.
I think we've got, and I think this is a Nottingham Forest fan, if my memory serves me correct, from looking at his YouTube because his name sounds familiar. I do hope we beat them.
Yeah, yes, Jack. Good lad.
Yeah, thank you, Jack. Appreciate that. Thank you.
And I will say,
stay up as well then.
Exactly. We played you twice, and we've won twice. Not to rub that in, but we have. But no, good luck for the rest of the season. Yeah. you'll need it with Chris Wood and John Joe Shelby. To be fair.
Sorry about that, mate.
I do apologise for that. I do want to say I really genuinely do hope they stay up because it's a proper football club, proper set of supporters. We need more clubs like that in the Premier League.
Yeah, I'm a certain age where I remember them winning the European Cup. So absolutely, Trevor Francis is doing his roll onto that little shot put thing. I remember that. So, and I genuinely like Mark. I really mean I hope they stay up.
So do I. And the fact that they've actually stuck with Steve Cooper as well is something which I think is really good, because I don't think any other manager could probably get out of this Forest team what he's been getting out of them.
Particularly admirable as well, given how many managers have been canned this season as well.
Absolutely.
So held on to the courage of their convictions.
The only downside is you could have maybe done us a favour on Sunday, but
But yeah.
Yeah, we can't have everything. Yeah,
no, absolutely not.
But like I said, it is a one where you do look at that Spurs side and you do look at the fact that they've got that as a Kulusevski, they've got Harry Kane, they've got Min Song, and then you're going, oh Christ,
he's brilliant.
Yeah, so you've got good players. Yeah, obviously we're missing ASM, which. Yeah, we don't know whether or not it's a good or a bad thing at the minute. That's the issue. But if we're looking into it and we're looking at it, what's your thoughts? Is this a good time to be playing Spurs? Is it a bad time? Yeah.
Go on, Mark. You go.
Yeah.
I think it's a fairly decent time to be playing them. They've. Look, I understand why they got rid of Conte. The situation was completely untenable. He had to go. Fair enough. I don't understand why you don't take that opportunity to make a fresh break and get a new manager in rather than just, it's Stellini and all the backroom staff are all the same. From what I've seen so far, they're playing the same football, which thank God we haven't had to watch that this season. But all that said, that obviously not in a great run of form, bad feelings surrounding the club, etc. So you think you're rubbing your hands from that perspective. But one thing I would say is we've been pretty class all season and we're fourth. They've been pretty shite all season and they're fifth. And I think that's basically the difference what a good squad will do. Even, have they got a better first 11 than us? I don't think they have. But they probably, on balance, if you look at the full squad, they do have a deeper squad. And it's helped them through this season. And I think that's why we still have to be wary of them. And the other thing is, look, I just think this whole top four thing, I think it's going down to the wire. I've just got a feeling it's all going down to the wire. Spurs have been here before. They've done it. They've run down a top four chase. Our lads, most of them haven't. And that it is going to be interesting to see how they cope with that.
But Spurs only did that by getting Conte in.
Well... yes, that's true. But they still had to get the job done. And they've been there. They've got that experience. Now our lads don't have it. That doesn't mean they can't do it. Doesn't mean they can't do it. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is they're untested. And it's going to be interesting to see will they buckle under the pressure. I think that's a harsh way to put it. But it could happen. I honestly think, I'm going to say it now, I don't think we win this game. I really don't.
Remember,
I just think
predictions at the end. How are you?
Yeah. I didn't give a score. I didn't give a score line. But I didn't
know Keith Downey was on this. Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is going down to the wire. I really do.
If you haven't watched the
press conference today,
you won't understand that.
Yeah, I did. I watched it. I mean,
was it where he about a draw maybe being a good result or something? Was it that bit?
Yeah, he said, given Baba, would you accept a draw?
He said, no, we go to win. We go to win. Yeah. I mean, I
saw that.
I know it's time, so I'll jump straight in. I agree with everything Mark said as usual, but there's never a better time for us to play Spurs. They are, by their own standards, shocking at the moment, and they are so up and down. And we've had a bad one last week, so I'm expecting a reaction. So I think it's all in our hands. Playing them at home, bad result for us last week. They just seemed like in a bit of a tailspin, and I think opposite of Mark, I think we will win. So
I can just see us getting screwed by the officiating, or
but they've got
just being
brilliant. I mean, Harry Kane
Yeah.
and Son, if they turn it on, we're bollocksed. Someone's that. They are class. I mean, they're two players I would take out of their team right now if you offered me them. They are brilliant, the pair of them. So, and if they're
I absolutely adore Kulusevski. I think he's a phenomenal talent. Obviously, he's been injured recently, so it'll be interesting to see whether he plays or not. I assume he will.
Was he signed permanently, or is he still on loan?
No,
he's still on loan.
Is he really? I thought he was permanent now.
I believe it was an 18-month loan. And interestingly, there's a rumor flying around. How true it is, I don't know. I don't have any inside sources, but the rumor is that he is not obligated to sign for Spurs if they don't qualify for the Champions League. And if that's true, I would be in for him like a shot, because Juventus will need to shift him because they need cash.
Yeah. I think there'll be a lot of teams after him. So
attention, he's Mr. Ashworth.
yeah,
exactly.
It's going to be a good one.
Dan Ashworth.
I'll be very surprised if people don't across the board agree with me and Matt. Really, I think because if you know anything about this, could be tricky. We just don't know which Spurs is going to turn up. Simple as that.
What worries me as well
don't know
is our defense is looking a bit shaky for the first time.
Botman's not had a good run, has he?
And that's not just like looking at the Villa game. Look, none of the lads turned up on the Villa game. Villa played phenomenal. It was one of those days. I'm willing to just sort of chalk that one up to, not bad luck.
Well, that's
but
the
you know
thing.
what I mean.
Bruno didn't turn up. Yeah, like none of the players turned up on that one.
Yeah. But defensively, we've been poor for a while. In fairness, we kind of got out of jail in a lot of games.
Is the defensive issues down to
partly
the individual? Because this is the question. Does Matt Targett come in for this game or not? And I think it was an argument that we had. We talked about it. It was a discussion that we had. Yeah. But I just think at the minute, Sven Botman is probably being made to look worse than what he is, because he's having to cover Dan Burn as well. So he's basically covering two positions.
I mean, the simple way of looking at it, is it all Dan Burn's fault? No. Should Targett come in? I would think so, yeah. I think Dan looks tired now, like we said on Tuesday.
The other aspect to it as well is who's going to play on the left with, on the left side of the attack. I think when it's Maxi, obviously that's not going to happen because he's injured. He hasn't been, he hasn't been pictured in training anyway.
There's your answer, Mark.
Well, yeah. I mean, to be honest, that's my pick. That's who I would play. I prefer him in the center of the park, but he can definitely do a job out there.
Also, it's just another chance to put that picture up.
Yeah,
absolutely. But I think if it's when it's Maxi,
at it.
Sorry, yeah. Love that.
I know, that's brilliant.
But yeah,
that was going around last night when Man U got knocked out of
brilliant. No, when Maxi and Burn play together, I think it kind of works because Maxi is like such a maverick and a lone wolf out there and can create chaos by himself. It's not so much of a problem when you don't have Burn overlapping all the time, etc., etc. If it's somebody else out there, I think they struggle. I think Gordon really struggles with Burn behind him.
Yeah, he's not playing much with him, has he? Really, to be fair.
But I think that's the problem, though. Yeah, Gordon's probably he's probably used to having like a backup of a left back, which someone like Targett might do.
Yeah.
I'm also not going to be too critical on Gordon this season because I think it can sometimes be tough to come into a new style and a new way of playing.
Yeah.
To come in from a way that you played under Frank Lampard.
Yeah, exactly.
To this year, it's completely different in that he's got some bright spells.
Basically got a free pass until next season.
Oh yeah,
we can't really properly judge him until next season.
Yeah, that's definitely fair.
And I'm not saying, but you can look at Mickey for example. He's had he had the full pre-season and then look at what Eddie Howe turned up. So thinking, well, if even just a little bit of that happens to go, we're onto something. But I just think for this particular game, because of who we're playing, I just think Joe Linton will probably go out onto the left, do obviously the switch that he does with Willock from time to time.
Yeah.
And I think you're going to see Sean Longstaff, and I'm going to say this, and I don't think anyone probably would have expected us to be saying this. Yeah, last season, we missed Sean Longstaff last week.
Yes.
That's a massive thing. I think one thing's for certain, though. One, I do think, Willock he'll keep his place in the midfield because he's just a class act, and he always seems to get a result against Spurs. Yeah, so
being an Arsenal boy, he'll want that, won't he?
Exactly. So let's have that in. And then obviously this man's got to keep his place up top.
I think so. I mean,
plus, you think and this is what I'm saying. If we're playing the way that I think we're going to play, to have the options of Callum Wilson, Anthony Gordon, Miguel Almiron, Elliot Anderson to come off the bench, looking at that and going,
we've said that before, haven't we?
We've got 5 decent options
to actually turn a game, not just
this
turn
is the thing.
Turn the game.
I actually think this man will keep his place on the right wing because,
I agree. Yeah,
to be fair, has he done anything to deserve not to get his place? That's
his finishing isn't great. But that's it. I mean, his endeavour is there, and his commitment is there.
I just wish he could finish. Fucking crosses though.
Oh yeah. But
I mean, he put one in last week and that, and you were like, "Oh, Christ, how did no one get on the end of that one?"
He's last year's Miggy, if that makes sense. He if he carries on, then he's going to just maybe Eddie will be able to sprinkle a bit of that goal dust over him. But that's all that's missing is he gets into those chances, and you instinctively he's not going to score. That's the only thing that's missing from him.
And that's the downside of Miggy. Miggy can do well and he can get a goal, but he can sometimes not necessarily be the best with the crosses in. So that's where you're sort of thinking, why not? If you've got Isak and you've got the aerial ability in there, try and use Murphy for that. And then towards the end, like you said, you can bring Wilson on. You can bring Miggy on, and that fantastic options. Like once it's at the end, you're going, "Ooh, I've got options," and then you sit and think, "Ooh, gracious, wait until Maxi's back fit."
Yeah,
and then even more options, and you're like Drew, and you're going, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, so I'll throw a bit of controversy into the mix. I would actually play Miggy instead.
Yeah, I don't know if Miggy's fit enough to though. That's the thing.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think he is. I think let's try and ease him in gently. But I just think at the minute
I'd rather start him and take him off after 55, 60 minutes than have him come into the game.
And the only reason why I wouldn't is because what sort of message does that send to Jacob Murphy to go, you've been playing some of your best football since you've come here, but I'm going to drop you because of Mickey in. I don't think Eddie Howe will do that because I don't think he's that type of manager.
I think I don't
unless
think
you've had a shocker or you're injured, I don't think he would drop him, and I think that's where.
I don't think Murphy's had any impact on the last 2 games, though, is the problem. I mean, look, the Villa game, no one had an impact, so you've got to take that into account. Absolutely appreciate that, but I think you lose something when Miggy isn't on the pitch in the sense that him, Bruno, Longstaff, and Trippier have this link up that goes on that you just don't get when Jacob Murphy's not on the pitch. And that's really just because of the type of game that Jacob Murphy plays. He's not that, what I mean by that is, Miggy will make these runs and Bruno's just always just sort of pinging the ball and thinking, there's an outlet.
No, that's true. They've got
you don't get that with Murphy. Murphy's more of an old school winger. He's all about sort of getting half a yard on his man and whipping it in. And that's also incredibly useful. Absolutely.
I'm going to defend Jacob Murphy this one purely, and this I'm going to go back to obviously the Man U game because that's where I got to see quite a bit of it, from where my viewpoint is.
Yeah, he was great in that game.
Yeah, he was able. He went out wide, but he also came in and that, so he was doing some of the runs and bits, and that I think he's improved tremendously from where he's been. And like I said, again, the same as I'm going, we'll miss Sean Longstaff. I'm for the fact that you've got Newcastle fans now going, I think it'd be unfair to drop Jacob Murphy. It's like what's happening here, Eddie. You're messing with Eddie.
Yeah, the space-time continuum is all over the shop.
I agree with Mark R. I mean, I think the only reason he won't play is because I don't think he's fit. But everything Mark says correct. I think they have some sort of telepathy between them, or they just get each other. And I don't think Miggy will start on Sunday.
Plus, if my memory serves me correct, we also have Everton on Thursday.
Yeah,
we do indeed.
So that may also play a part in team selection because we've got Spurs, then Everton, and then Southampton the Sunday after. So that might play a part, and you might actually look and think, well, actually, which players will suit the Southampton game and which players will suit the Everton game.
Yeah.
One, Gordon has to start the Everton game. Yeah, I'm just saying that right now.
God,
right now.
Oh my Lord.
God, I hope he's got the temperament for it.
Anyone under 12, we advise you not to watch this game.
That could end in, to be honest, that could end in tears.
Or blood. Or both.
Yeah.
Or teeth. Yeah,
but
that's a different day. Yeah.
It's one of those, isn't it? But
it is, yeah.
We'll see what Eddie comes up with. I mean, he's seen them in training all week. He'll know the fitness levels. He'll have a try and beat Spurs. We've just got to hope it. Look, I don't think we're under any illusions. I still, like I said, I don't think we're going to win the game, unfortunately. But I don't think we're going to put in a performance anywhere like what we did against Villa. You know, first of all, we're at home. Second of all, I think that was kind of it was a one-off. It was that bad. Let's be honest. I mean, we just didn't get into the game. But I worry because it's one of those where you just like, we've seen this all before. We know how it goes. It'll go down to the wire. We'll probably slip up here, knowing our luck or what have you, or we'll get screwed out of it by the officials, something like that. The other thing I would say is this season we've been a bit streaky in the sense that, you know, we tend to go on these winning runs and then they stop. And we don't really lose a load of games. Obviously, we've only lost a few games all season, but we take a bit of a bit of a detour.
But if we go on league games, we didn't lose going up to the cup final. We then lost against Man City and then went on the winning run.
Yeah, but now we've lost again, so maybe there's a few
winning run again. Yeah, come on, keep.
I don't think
with it. Keep up with it. Yeah, the plan, yeah, come on.
He's just being Mark, isn't he? He's just being like, I've got a bad feeling about this.
I don't think we've turned it around that quickly this season, and it is a tough game.
It is, yeah.
You know,
it's going to be a humdinger, I think. So
was Man U not the first game after Man City?
No, there was one in between, wasn't there? I can't remember who it was now. Anyway, but
I don't know. But it was Wolves. Yeah, we played Wolves.
Yeah.
But yeah, the fact is we've turned it around. Yeah, and like I said, we don't need to play good. Yeah, just as long as we
just need to outscore
get the result. Like I said, anything other than a loss, it's fair game. Yeah, I would. I mean, that one, but
a win here would be massive. Like if we win this game, Tottenham aren't out of it, but they're really close to being out of it. Like if Tottenham lose this game, if I'm looking over my shoulder, I'm more concerned about Villa and Brighton than I am Spurs if we win this game.
Well, I think was it the Opta stats put it? Yeah, that Newcastle at about 80%.
Something like that. Yeah.
God, don't
to
say
finish
that.
in the top four. But like I said, yeah, Newcastle, yeah, we blew a 12-point lead against Manchester United. So
yeah.
Anything's possible. But what we'll do is we'll quickly round up and we'll get the score predictions now. Got a feeling Mark's not going to go for a win. Yeah, I don't know why. It's just something that's coming to us and that. So what's your score prediction, Mark?
I'm unfortunately going to go for 2-1 Spurs.
Yeah, I'm going to go big. I'm going to go 3-2 to us.
God, I would.
So I agree with Mark that they're going to score 2 goals.
No, I'm not going to do. Yeah, no, I can't. I can't put up with that.
What? No, what?
It'd be worth it, Mark. It'd be worth it.
Put with what?
I know, but I don't think my heart can take that sort of game.
You're not cut out for this shit.
It just depends what.
It's Newcastle, man.
Yeah, I know. I was like, look, we've done a relegation battle. Why couldn't you just give us a safe mid-table season.
Yeah.
Well, nothing to worry about.
Just
man.
lose who you're
Just
supposed to
enjoy
lose
it.
to, beat who we're supposed to beat, and just be happy with that. And that's the end of it.
Exactly. How dare you put the pressure on
We
us to get top European football?
Top four would be. I'm getting like everybody else now. Top four. If we missed out, I would be like you.
I'll be gutted.
On the plus side, though, if we do it, all those fans who are going, "Oh, we'll be in the Champions League," we can do it. Well, we did see it. Yeah, we're not delusional.
Yeah, we're getting delusional. Trust us.
The only thing I'm going to be happy about is, if we do finish in the top 6, Simon Jordan will be parting with his cash.
Yes, he will. Yes, that very good on him. I think he wore a Newcastle shirt today, didn't he, on TalkSport? So
exactly. His true colours. We always knew you loved us.
We always knew
you know what it is?
You're a closet Geordie.
It's like a young boy on the playground, like, bullying the girl because he fancies her. And it's like, that's what Jordan's is, really, isn't it?
Yeah, you really, really like us.
He just loves Newcastle deep down.
If we had pigtails, you'd be pulling them right now, wouldn't you?
Exactly. Well, what we'll do is we'll round up here. We'll probably try and get a podcast in at some point or whatever. Don't ask me when, because I don't know, but you'll find out when we find out. So thank you for watching and enjoy the weekend.
Cheers, everybody. Bye now.